Hi, and welcome to the Health for Life podcast for those who want to build strong trucks and strong bodies. This is Kevin Munez and Trisha Foley, your wellness team, bringing you practical tips and tricks to improve your health. So welcome everybody, and thanks for listening in. We are excited to bring you our first podcast. This is new, so we would love some feedback and comments and reviews. So post them on our Facebook page or just straight on the YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about some not so scary ways to get through Halloween. And we currently have a challenge going on. So this is about tapping into that Halloween trick-or-treating candy prior to your trick-or-treaters coming in. So if you tend to snack on that candy, we're going to try and negate what you ate. So basically all you're going to do is between October 19th and October 30th, you're going to record the amount of candy that you eat, and then we will provide you with some exercises based off of some popular candy sizes to burn off all of those calories that you have just consumed. You can pick up some paper versions of this challenge outside of the fitness center, or it is also posted on our Facebook page right now. And staying with the fall food theme, we're also going to talk about 5 fall functional foods that will keep you full and satisfied to steer clear of any candy cravings.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some great recipe ideas that we'll be discussing today, as well as how each food provides nutrition to really optimize your health.
So let's just fall right into this topic. So Trisha, we have all heard of functional foods, but what are these?
Yeah, I think the term has been thrown around quite a bit, but when you hear the term functional foods, you can really think of a food that may provide some health benefit beyond just providing regular nutrition. So different foods can help support your health in different ways, and this is one reason it's so important to eat a variety of foods.
A variety. Yeah, that is a good point. And it's easy for everyone to get comfortable and eat the same thing all the time. But I think that could kind of lead to some food boredom, and then people would start to stray into some unhealthy choices. Can you give us some examples of what functional foods are?
Yeah, absolutely. So functional foods have really a wide range of choices, but thinking about fall, some really great ones are pumpkins, apples, squash, mushrooms, and even tree nuts like almonds or walnuts.
Oh, these all sound great. And now I'm getting a little hungry. I'm excited to hear more about what each one of these things can specifically do for our health.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, as these are done, we're discovering more and more of what our ancient ancestors really knew all along, and that is that food is medicine. So pumpkins, as you know, are good for a variety of uses.
Yeah, like, carving, pumpkin pies, pumpkin seeds, smashing.
Or thrusters with a throw, medicine balls. Yeah, they're definitely good for all those things. But what makes this vegetable great is really its nutrient density, because it brings so many health benefits. So nutrient density is different than calorie density. A food can be calorie dense without providing many nutrients at all, if you think about this Halloween candy you're just talking about. But pumpkin is really nutrient dense, meaning it's packed with tons of healthy vitamins and antioxidants, including what gives you the orange color, which is beta carotene.
Oh, and so just a heads up for our listeners, antioxidants are what neutralizes free radicals in the body, which can lead to cell and DNA damage.
Exactly. Yeah. So pumpkins have a lot of vitamin A, which is fat soluble and great for immune health. But since it is fat soluble, you need to make sure you're adding a little bit of healthy fat when you're cooking the pumpkin for best absorption.
What about other parts of the pumpkin, like the seeds?
Yeah, pumpkin seeds are really, really tasty, and they have magnesium, which helps with muscle and nerve function, as well as immune health, which is so important right now, and it's good for your bones as well.
How do you eat your pumpkin seeds? We typically roast ours with some salt and then oil.
Yeah, we do that too, but you can do a variety of things with them. You can throw them in a smoothie or toss them on a salad. And believe it or not, soups and sauces are great ways to incorporate them as well.
Oh, those are some fantastic ideas. I have not tried them in a salad, but I can imagine that they would be great in a salad with some fruit.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's actually a really good segue into talking about apples. So there are over 2,500 varieties of apples, all with slightly different flavors and crispness to them. So they're really a great way to get some different varieties, and you can use them in salads. And of course, they make great snacks too.
What is the best type of apple for your health?
Well, they're all good for you, but according to the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, certain compounds called polyphenols that are really just a big word for something that's important for overall health, they're found in higher amounts in the skin of red, delicious apples.
Interesting. What other health benefits do apples have?
Oh gosh, there are so many. The fiber in them, for example, can help reduce cholesterol. It also helps, of course, with just bowel frequency, and it lowers the risk of type 2 diabetes. They also contain flavonoids, which are important for heart health. And they have antioxidants that contain vitamins A and C, and also minerals like phosphorus, potassium, and calcium, which all have positive effects on our health. How do you guys eat your apples at home, Kevin?
So we normally toss them into salads or add some sort of peanut or almond butter to snack on. But we can serve kids unsweetened applesauce. That contains a lot of the same nutrients as an apple, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We love heating ours up and adding a little bit of cinnamon to them. They're really good that way.
Well, that does sound good. So speaking of cinnamon, what about sweet potatoes? Cinnamon is one topping I hear that people eat their baked sweet potatoes with. I'm curious to hear some of the health benefits associated with this.
Yeah, cinnamon is definitely a great choice. Although it hasn't been shown to be really statistically significant, cinnamon can help to keep blood sugars leveled out. And just like pumpkins, the antioxidant that's found in orange sweet potatoes is beta carotene, which converts into vitamin A inside the body. And vitamin A has a lot of roles, which we talked about a little bit earlier. But with sweet potato, it has some other friends with it, carotenoids, lutein, and zeaxanthin, which are just important for healthy vision.
Oh. So you mentioned orange sweet potatoes. Are there different colored sweet potatoes?
Yeah, actually there are. The other colors are a little bit harder to find at the store, but they come in a wide variety. They have white sweet potatoes, yellow, orange, of course, and then you can even find red and purple. And the different colored potatoes are going to contain different phytochemicals and phytonutrients as well.
Purple sweet potatoes. Now that's interesting. So what are some other ways that you can eat sweet potato?
You can get it canned. Just be careful to look for the no added sugar versions. Some, of course, are made for pies, but canned sweet potato can be used as a side. We can also buy it frozen and throw it into shakes instead of bananas, or use whole sweet potato cut up into chunks to throw into soups. And we also recently made sweet potato fries at home with our kids, and they were really, really fantastic.
Oh man, that sounds yum. Okay, so now I am definitely hungry. But I've never thought about using a sweet potato in a shake before. I'm sure that would cut down on some of the sugars.
Yeah, definitely. And add a little bit more fiber too. Another good thing to add in shakes are nuts, and research suggests that eating about 1.5 ounces of most nuts per day will help to lower saturated fat and may even reduce the risk of heart disease. Walnuts and flaxseed are both high in omega-3 fats, and omega-3s are a type of polyunsaturated fat that can help improve your cholesterol levels. It can also help reduce your blood pressure and also help reduce risk of blood clots. So I throw these into shakes or salads because you do want to keep them raw. They oxidize really, really easily, which would kind of defeat the benefit. Almonds and pecans, on the other hand, are high in monounsaturated fat, which can help to improve cholesterol, but also really improve insulin sensitivity. And these also make great snacks to munch on in between meals, and they're good to travel with as well.
Yeah, I love adding nut butters into smoothies. It makes them thicker and also helps keep me feeling full longer. I have a fun fact about almonds.
Oh, well, please share it.
And so almonds need to be pollinated by bees to help the almond grow and mature.
Really? Well, I mean, I guess that just goes to show you how important bees are at sustaining agriculture. I mean, gosh, there's so many things we could dive into with these podcasts.
Yes. So let's talk about our last functional food that we have, and that is mushrooms. I mean, you know, the fun guys. So what is it about mushrooms that makes them so healthy?
Yeah, mushrooms are really incredible. And a quick fun fact, fungus is actually the biggest organism on Earth. Specifically, there's one called a honey mushroom fungus, and it actually spans 2.4 miles across the Mahler National Forest and the Blue Ridge Mountains of Oregon.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty incredible. But nutritionally speaking, they have more potassium than a banana, and they're rich in selenium, which is a mineral that plays a role in liver health. And of course, they help detoxify some cancer-causing compounds in the body. And selenium can also help prevent inflammation in the body. So they really are great.
I've also heard that they're a good source of vitamin D. Right now in the fall with less sun, this would be a good way to get in some more vitamin D.
Yeah, absolutely. Vitamin D is a really common nutrient deficiency, and it's needed for regulation of the cell growth cycle. So folate, in addition, also plays an important role with DNA repair. So mushrooms are rich in both and have some powerful antioxidants.
So they really are a superfood.
Yeah, they really are. So I'm interested to hear, Kevin, how you cook your mushrooms at home.
It's super easy to just saute them and then throw them into an omelet or into some stir fry, but they add an extra element when we add them into our soups or chili as well.
Oh, that sounds really good. And for those who really aren't chili fans, I bet that kind of masks some, or excuse me, mushroom fans, that probably masks some of that flavor so you can still get the nutrient benefits.
Yeah. So we have covered a lot today on these 5 fall fantastic functional foods. My big takeaway was getting a variety. I mean, who knew about purple sweet potatoes? And cooking them in a way that enhances absorption, like you mentioned, by adding a healthy fat to absorb the fat-soluble vitamins in pumpkins.
Yeah. We hope that you are really inspired to try some of these functional foods and want to challenge you to try at least one of these 5 in a new way. Please post your pictures and experiences on Facebook, and we will try to get some recipe options up on Facebook as well. But thank you so much for listening, and for more tips, feel free to reach out to us at tfoley@carehere.com. And Kevin, can you share your email?
Yep, it is kevin.munez@consultant.volvo.com.
Perfect. And you can always schedule a health coaching session at no cost by using the Care Here app. But thank you again, everybody. We'll talk soon.
All right, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.